Listen, we're out in Austin, Texas, and my boy Sean Brady just shut a lot of people up tonight with a dominant performance over Kelvin Gastelum.
Man, I'm feeling great. It was exactly what me and my team had, exactly how we thought it was going to go. I was going to out-grapple him, and I even felt like I outstruck him too. We weren't on the feet too much, but yeah, it's a dominant performance by me, and this is what I do. And every time you see me in here, this is what's going to happen.
These Philly guys, right? Talk about this team at Marquez MMA. I mean, you got Coach John, you got Jonathan, you got Dean Thomas, you got Body Bags here as well. You guys, tough gym.
We have so many guys. We have me, Joe Pfeiffer, Andre Petrowski, Jeremiah Wells, Pat Sabatini. And then we have a staple of guys coming up underneath of us. So yeah, we have a great group, and we're super close. Like, we're not like these super gyms who fight each other. We're super tight knit. We're like a family. Like, and that's how your gym's supposed to be. And yeah, there's something going on in the water in Philly.
Now, watching from cage side, I mean, it was Kelvin's first fight back at 170 pounds in a while. He looked like he blew up after that weigh-in. How heavy do you think he was in there?
I think it doesn't matter because he was not strong like at all. I think I'm the strongest 170-pounder, and I feel like I proved it that night. I mean, they weighed me in the back. I was 193 pounds, so I'm not a small 170. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I just cut the weight the right way. You know.
Talk to me about that, because I know your grappling is some of the best in the UFC. And with Kelvin Gastelum, it seemed like all the focus this week was on, it wasn't on Kelvin the fighter, it was on, is Kelvin going to make weight?
Yeah, I mean, I had the same concerns, you know. Me and my team, there's a video of me in my Airbnb watching, and we're waiting for the weigh-in. Joey actually texted me that he's going to make it, and he stepped on. So we have some cool behind-the-scene footage. But yeah, Kelvin's a beast, man. I trained my ass off for him, watching all of his fights, all the people he's knocked out. He took Izzy to a split decision, you know what I'm saying? So for me to do what I just did to him, I think that says a lot about me.
And this is kind of a technical grappling question for me, because I saw in the first round, you get the body lock, and you're going for the rear naked choke on Kelvin. He's a thick guy, right? He's got a big body. So I'm curious, is there ever a point where you try to release the body triangle and try to trap an arm maybe?
Yeah, for sure. But I like to slow cook him, you know. So I knew I would get the body triangle and start to wear him. That weight cut for him, whether he cut a shitload of weight or not, it was hard for him, you know. He weighed in at almost 11 o'clock, so I knew he got sucked out from that, and I was just going to keep zapping him each round. And because he was fighting the chokes, but he wasn't fighting the position. So I'm like, eventually, I'm going to get it, and that's when I got the Kimura.
Now, the craziest part for me about the whole thing, the finish comes, you get the Kimura, but it was right before the Kimura, the crowd started chanting, "Fuck you, Brady." I don't know if you heard it. No, and then immediately after that, you lock in the sub and shut everybody up.
It's funny, I didn't hear about my coach the whole time because they're booing. He was like, "Fuck them, because you're doing exactly what you're fucking supposed to do." And hey, I cooked your boy, and it is what it is. Sorry.
Now, you had some words this week. I know there's a guy coming up at 170 pounds. He's got a fight in a couple weeks here against Vicente Luque. Are you going to be there in person?
I mean, I could be. Like I said, Luque is an amazing fighter. I don't even think Ian's going to get through Luque. But if he does get through Luque, I'll happily accept that fight. We have the same manager, so we can hook that shit up pretty easy.
What is it about Ian Garry that you want that fight so bad?
Just, I don't have, like, it's nothing personal, but the way he was calling out his teammates and talking bad about his team, like, these guys are my family. Like, when we leave here, I'll be with them the whole week. I'll be back in my gym, like, with the amateur guys. This dude bounces around gyms, and he puts a bad name on MMA as a sport, you know? Like, it's not the way it should be, and I just don't like the way he goes about certain things. And even the guys at Sanford, like, I know a lot of those guys are super cool, and they don't like that shit either, and that's probably why he isn't there anymore.
And then for all the doubters out there, the people that were, you know, kind of throwing dirt on your name after the Belal fight, the people that were throwing dirt on your name after you got the injury and had to pull out of the Jack fight, what do you got to say to them now?
I know who I am, and you're going to see this me every single time I'm in here. So keep doubting me, and I'll keep showing up.
Sean Brady with a dominant performance tonight. Look out for him. He's back in the 170-pound division. Congratulations.
Thank you, my man. I appreciate it.